Hello, it's Crafty Ria, and I am back again today with a project using these two sets of dies from In Love Arts. I will put all the links in the description box below. I am part of their YouTube program where I get to choose some products and they send them to me for free if I make some videos for them. So I will be featuring both of these sets of dies. I really like nesting dies like this and layering dies like this Sunburst one. So I thought it would be fun to use. This one here, this butterfly box, it makes a cute little candy box or any kind of a box. It doesn't have to be for candy, but it's really cute, and I bought it to do something different with it besides just making a box of candy. So we're going to use these together on a project, and I'll show you what we're going to do. I'm using this paper pack from the Paper Studio. It's Oh My Lemons cardstock. I thought the colors all went well together. The yellows and the blues reminds me of a sunburst and summer. This was sent to me in Happy Mail, and I'm happy to be able to use it. So that's what I am using. I picked 6 sheets of the paper, 2 of the yellow papers, and I cut out 3 sizes of the Sunburst out of each one. And I'm going to set those aside that I will be using second. And then I cut out 4 of the butterfly boxes. And I picked 2 that were primarily blue and 2 that had a lot of yellow. And I'll show you how they fold up normally. These dies score the box. So you fold it into 4 parts, 4 sides, and then it has this little tiny flap that folds over, and you fold it like this. You seal it up there, and then these 4 pieces fold in on the top. And then there you have your cute little butterfly box. And that is adorable and great to use for that reason, but that's not what we're doing with these today. Totally different. Let me get the dies out of the way, and let's go ahead and cut these apart. I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm just going to cut these 4 flaps off. And it does not have to be perfect. I am just cutting right along those score lines. And for the butterflies, I might want to go ahead and save those pieces because they can be used on another project. I will set those aside. And I'm just going to cut off these on all 4 of them because we're not going to need that part. Okay, so I have these 4 little cones. Now that would be cute to make little ice cream cones or whatever out of, or even just a cone box that doesn't have a top. That would be kind of cute, a funnel, whatever you need them for. Use your imagination. You can do all kinds of stuff. I'm going to be making a greeting card today, and I have just an A2 size card base that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I have a blue mat that's cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and then a yellow mat that is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. So we're going to work with this yellow mat directly. Can you see what I'm doing here? Do you have an idea? I have suns and these triangle shapes. Yeah, if you haven't guessed it, first of all, if you guessed it, quickly pause the video and write your comment below and let me know what it is you have guessed. And then it'll be interesting to see if you were right or not. So go ahead and pause, write in the comments what you think I'm going to do, and then come right back. All right, so I hope you put your comment below. So I'm going to take these triangle pieces. As you can see, they make 4 really good, perfectly sized triangles, and I'm going to cut them out. I'm going to set these aside, and I'm going to cut out all 16 triangles. There are 2 ways you can do it. You can use your scissors. There's 3 ways. You can use your scissors and cut right along that score line. You can use a paper trimmer and line that score line up and cut along the line. Or you can use a blade and a ruler. I'm going to try the blade and the ruler and see how far I get with this. The first one I want to cut off is this really small little lip. I don't think you can really see it there, but it's that little piece. I'm going to cut that one off first. I'll see how it goes. I have my Tim Holtz ruler here, and this one side has this metal piece on it that is made for cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and line that up right along that score line. And I'm going to get my little finger blade, and I'm just going to cut. And that's really easy. I think that gave me a nice clean cut. I'm going to go ahead and do that for the rest of the lines on all 4 of these. I think this is easier than lining them up in the paper trimmer. And just like that, through the magic of television or YouTube, as Carol Duvall used to say, I have 16 of these triangular pieces, 4 of each of these designs. So let's go ahead and assemble our sunburst. So we are going to put the sun, I think, down in the bottom corner here, and I am limited by this long axis. That is where I am going to be mostly limited with how far this will go. So I'm just going to kind of get a little idea here how I want to do this. I think I will leave a little bit of that yellow show in between. And that is just kind of an idea. I want to make sure I have enough room. Yes, the sun will cover that edge up, so it's going to work. I want to make sure I have enough of these pieces to go around, and I won't have to cut another one. I think that'll work. That's kind of the layout that I'm going for. Okay, excellent. I just wanted to double check and make sure my idea plays out on paper. This is kind of what I do. I kind of give myself an idea of it before I glue anything down. And since I'm going to leave a strip of yellow in between each one, I decided that I'm going to use either a tape runner or wet adhesive glue behind each one of the strips rather than put something completely on here. Otherwise, the yellow pieces will be sticky. So I'm going to start off and and start with this piece here. What I want to do is draw myself a line in pencil from corner to corner of the card. That's going to be my starting lineup. There we go. That will be covered up. You will not see that line in the end. I think for the video today, I'm going to use this little adhesive from AdTech. And then I thought I would line the point of this up with that line, just so it is pretty straight and it's going to cover that corner. And I'm going to have it on there just so it barely overhangs the end. So I'll put a little bit of this adhesive down. And then line that first piece up. There we go. And then I just have to decide, I'm going to do blue, yellow, blue, yellow. So then I'm going to work around this way. And I will put this yellow one down next. I'm going to line this one up next. I'm going to try to keep an even amount of space in between each one. Jonah's very impressed. I don't know if you can hear him barking out there. And then I will go with this one. And I will continue all the way around the card. There, and through the magic of television again, or the magic of YouTube, I have them all adhered around in a sunburst pattern. And as you can see, there's a bunch of leftovers on the back. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim the back up. You can use your scissors or a craft knife or whatever you like, or your paper trimmer. I'm going to go ahead and just use my craft knife to get one edge really clean. Jonah's very excited. And then I'm going to use my paper trimmer to trim the rest. I wanted one edge clean so I could line it up at the top. So there we have the Sunburst. Someone in my Facebook group, the Create with Crafty Rhea group, posted a long time ago a Sunburst card. And I thought the measurements making one would be really hard. So that's why I went ahead and got this die, because I thought it was kind of a hack, an easy way to make the card. So I have two sets of sunflowers, or suns, I should say. And I have to decide which one I like. I think I like this one the best. And I'm going to put that on there. Although this one does have the white. I think I like the way that one looks on this card the best. I'm going to go ahead and use my Elmer's glue on the back of this. This is really fun paper to use. I really like it. I haven't used it yet, and I've been wanting to use it for a while. And then I want to decide how I'm going to obviously cut the edge off. I want to decide how much of that sun I want showing. I think right about like that is pretty good. I'm going to put a bunch of adhesive on the back of this. I wanted to look at the back to see if I was getting a pretty even amount off of both edges, and I think that is pretty even. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put it in my paper trimmer and trim it off flush with the card. I am super happy with the way that that turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and mat it on the blue and then on the card base. Pardon the noise in the background. My husband's taking the dog out. There we go. There is a really cool Sunburst card made from a triangular box die. And of course I have a Sunburst left over. I'm going to put this in with my summertime goodies and probably use it again. And I also have some of these butterflies left over. I left them on the little tag because they might be cute in a little pop-up card. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I will set those aside. And then we have all of those Sunburst dies. This set comes with 6 of these dies in nesting sizes. So that is pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed this card, and I hope this inspires you to use your tools and your die cuts in ways that they weren't intended to be used. This was a whole lot of fun making this, and I think it made it super easy. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do click on that subscribe button right down there in the corner. And while you're there, just click on the bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. I will put all of the links to In Love Arts in the description box below, so please do check them out. They have a very, very large selection of dies, and their prices are very reasonable. I also have a coupon code. It is 36480, and that does give you a 20% discount on your purchase. And you also get free shipping on $25 or more, and that is worldwide shipping. I know I have a lot of people that are not just in the US, so that is pretty awesome. Please do check them out. And if you haven't yet joined my Facebook group, Create with Crafty Rhea, please head on over there. I get lots of ideas from all of you over there, and that's where I got the idea for this card. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you very much. And until the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.